Hey guys, what's up? It's JR Cuber. In this video, we're going to be doing a 7x7 walkthrough solve. So we're just going to be doing one walkthrough solve this time since it is a 7x7. Now of course, like I said in the past with other cubes I've done walkthrough solves for, I'm not the fastest on 7x7, but I am sub 5, so hopefully this will help some people who are struggling to get that, and maybe just some people wondering about the techniques and methods that I use to solve 7x7. And I'm only going to be doing one walkthrough solve because anything more than that in this video would be way too long. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that I always start with is, of course, the white center. And we're going to start by getting our first 1x5 bar. So we already have 3 pieces here, and we just need to get these 2. Here's one that we can turn over and down, and another one right here, just like that. Then we will go ahead and get one of these bars over here. And so we're just going to go ahead and use this bar here because there's already 3 pieces in. And so we'll go ahead and turn this over, take this piece up here, and turn it in. And now we just need a middle piece, which is back here. So we'll go ahead and do that, and then turn it in just like that. Now moving on to the next bar, we'll go ahead and use this bar here, and we'll turn this piece in here, and this corner in just like that, and then this edge in up here, right there. And then we'll insert that in right there. Okay, so moving on to the third bar, or actually in this case 4th bar, which will go right here. There's already 2 pieces here, and this piece can be easily formed with that. Actually, hold on. There we go. And then this piece, which can be turned in, and then that can be turned in. For the final bar, we've got these 2 pieces here. This piece that can be turned in, this piece that can be turned in, and finally this piece. Just like that. And there we have our white center. So let's go ahead and move on to yellow next. That's what I usually do next. So just going for our middle bar here, we have our 2 outer edges here, which we can put here and here. So just one there and one there. And then a middle piece, which will be here. That will go up there. Just like that. And then one of these other bars on the side. We got 2 pieces here. And 4 pieces here actually. And the 5th piece can be just brought in. Just like that. And then we will insert that in. The next bar will be an outer bar going right here. We have 2 pieces here, and the 3rd piece can be matched up just like that. And then we'll have a 4th piece here and a 5th piece right there. And then turning that in just like that. And then going on to the next bar, we have these 2 outer pieces here, middle pieces there, and then here's another piece there, another piece there. And go ahead and insert that in. Next bar, have a piece here, and we'll put it up with these pieces and our final piece there. Put that in. So there we go. Those are the first 2 centers. Let's go ahead and move on to, let's see, I think red will be good. So as for building our middle bar, we have a piece here that we can bring in, and we have a piece over here that we can bring in. Now, as you can see, if we actually bring in this piece paired with the one above it, we could potentially form 2 bars at once. And it just so happens that we have that situation going on right here. So if we turn this piece, these 2 pieces up, it forms these 2 bars. So that was pretty lucky, but anyway, let's move on. Let's build an outer bar. So we've got 2 pieces here that can be easily formed with this 3rd one here, then another one up there, and then a final piece will be here. There. And then turn that in. Okay, so now moving on to the bar that will be here, you can see these 2 pieces can be matched up with these pieces here. If we turn over, these 2 pieces can be brought up to pair with these pieces. Turn over and restore. We actually didn't have to restore that time, but we did. And this last piece can be brought up. Just like that, and we will insert it in. And now moving on to the last bar, we'll just go ahead and use these 2 pieces to start with. Put in this piece, and then this piece, and then this piece. And then finally inserting it in like that. Now we'll go ahead and do blue next. As you can see, we have a bar already almost made except for this middle piece. and a bar already almost made here except for this outer piece. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and take this bar out to preserve it. And then we will go ahead and put this last piece in, and the piece will come from up here. So we'll go ahead and turn that in, rotate and restore. And now this is already almost made, so we can turn it like that, turn over, and put that piece in, and then insert it in there. And now for an outer bar, let's see, we've got two pieces here and a piece here. We'll go ahead and hide these pieces, turn this piece over and back. Then this piece, which can be brought down here just by turning over and then hiding the piece, restoring, and bringing it back just like that. And then an outer piece, which we can get from up here. So just like that. And then insert in the slice. So now for another outer bar, let's see. We'll just go ahead and start with the middle piece this time. And then we'll put this outer piece in just by rotating over, then hiding, restoring, bring it back just like that. We'll put in this piece, which has to go up here by rotating this layer down and then bringing the piece up, restore, and then let's see. So we've got these two pieces actually, which when we rotate up, form in perfect position to be brought down and form that bar. And then we can insert that in. So then for the final bar, we've got two pieces here. We've got a corner piece up there that we can pair it with. This piece, which we can hide and then turn and restore. And then this last one, which we will do the same. And then put it in. Now for last two centers, it looks like we actually have the T case on orange that we had from the 5x5 walkthrough solves video. And the same rule applies. If you want to make two bars, then what you do is, if this bar is already made, if these two bars are already made, except for this middle piece, which is in both of them, then what we do is we find a middle piece from the top layer, bring it over, bring it down, and then we take this bar here, rotate it up, and restore. And now we have a bar right next to it. Now in order to be able to do last two centers properly, we need a bar in here. And so we'll go ahead and look up here, and we've almost got one practically right here. So we'll go ahead and use this piece to actually, no, the other way, and then turn this bar over and restore. And we've got ourselves a middle row right there. And now we can work outward. We can see these two pieces can be formed with these two pieces right there. And we've got already the 4 out of 5 pieces we need for this bar. This fifth piece will come from right here. And when we hide it and then turn this bar over and restore, that piece just comes in nicely right there. Put that in. And then for the last one, we're going to need a commutator. And so you guys will probably have to watch the last two center tutorial video that I did if you want to fully understand this. But what we're going to do is take this corner and bring it down here. I'm sure you guys know how to do that. And then we're going to go ahead and take this piece and put it in here just by bringing up the middle layers, doing a U2 and restoring. And that will put that piece in. And this last piece can be done with a commutator. And there we go. Those are our centers. So let's go ahead and move on to edges. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and move on to edge pairing. Now this should hopefully be pretty self-explanatory. Basically, we're just going to be slicing through these layers in order to form our pairs, and then you put them in the top layer, you replace them with a pair that's not solved when you're done, and you keep on going. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll start with this yellow and red pair here. We already have two pieces in. Another piece is right here, so we can slice over, that way, to form that piece. And then another red and yellow piece is right here. So we'll go ahead and put that in right there. And then the final one is, let's see, right here. So we'll go ahead and put that in, slice over, and we have our bar. So I'm going to go ahead and be replacing that bar with this one because I can pretty much already see all of the pieces for the red and white bar. So as you can see, these two pieces are next to each other, but they're backwards. Now the piece that actually needs to go here is here. So we're going to put that in beside it and then slice over, and that kicks out that one. But what we're going to do is do an edge flip, and then when we slice back, that'll be solved. And the other two pieces are right in the back here. So we'll go ahead and put those in. And so, oops, just like that and like that. And there we go. There's our bar. So now we'll go ahead and do yellow and orange next because those two pieces are right next to each other. So another yellow and orange piece that we can put in to replace this already solved bar is this one. So we'll go ahead and put that in, slice over to form that. And then another one is, let's see, where's another one? Right here. So we'll go ahead and put that in over there, slice over, and then the final one is up here. Okay, so we'll put that one in and then slice that over as well. So now next, the first thing I immediately see is just that this piece right here can be paired with this piece right here, the yellow and green. So we're just going to go ahead and replace that solve pair with this one to slice over here. And then another one is right here, just like that. Another one is here. There are actually two back here. We're just going to take the one that's going to fit in with these without being backwards, and that's going to be this one here. So we'll go ahead and slice that in, and then to get this last one in, we're going to need to edge flip. So we'll go ahead and do that, and then this middle one will come in nicely. So, okay, so it looks like we can do yellow, I'm sorry, not yellow, white and blue next, because that's super simple. So when we have something like this, what we can do is get the last outside edge piece, then put it above this unsolved one that needs to be flipped down to here, and we will slice it over to form this, then edge flip and slice back. And there we go, now that is solved. So I'm going to go ahead and go for white and orange next, because I can see another white and orange piece here, actually two more white and orange pieces here that will go with this one. So we'll go ahead and put that in and slice that in. Now this unsolved, or this misplaced, I should say, edge here can be replaced with this one, where we can then edge flip and slice back to put that back in, and then our final piece, which is here, just like that. So okay, so the next one that stands out to me is yellow and blue. So looking for the yellow and blue corner, actually it's right here, and we're going to go ahead and put that in so we can do the same thing that we've been doing before. Solve the misplaced edge, just like that, and then put in the last edge, which is here. So we'll just put that in like that. Okay, so then we will do white and green. So because these two pieces will come in here, and we'll take this middle piece and pair it up. And then actually, check this out. We got one of the outer edge pieces here and one here. And this piece just needs to flip in order so that you can pair them all up. So we'll edge flip that, and then slice that over and slice that over, and we have our edge. So looking around, okay, so this is the last edge that we're going to be able to solve before we can move on to last four. So there we go. And now we're on last four edges, and these are pretty simple actually. This is just a lot of edge flips, and the first thing I see is the green and orange right here, because we can take, as you can see, this piece needs to come down here. So we will take this piece and replace it with the correct one right there, and then the same thing we've been doing before, edge flip and you slice back, just like that. Then to put in this final piece, what we're going to do, instead of just slicing over and replacing it with an unsolved edge because we don't have one, what we're going to do is actually do the same thing that we've been doing before, but this needs to go to the back here, because what we need to do is get this empty piece and then bring it over into the row where the piece we need is, and then we can edge flip so that the piece we need is in that slice, and then we can slice back, and that forms our edge. And that's basically what we're going to be doing for all of last two centers. So we'll go ahead and do green and red next. As you can see, we can take this piece and replace it with this misplaced one, and then edge flip and slice back. And we'll do the same with the corners. This one can be brought in just like that. Edge flip, slice back, and then this one here. And it's already in position. We just have to do turn it twice instead of once, and then we'll do a edge flip and slice back. And now we're on last two. So how are we going to go ahead and do last two? Well, exactly the same way. So what we're going to want to decide is which edge we're actually going to be solving, blue and red or blue and orange. And I'm actually going to go ahead and go for blue and orange, because I can take these two pieces and put them in at the same time if we bring over two layers like that. And then if we edge flip, these two pieces get brought in and we can slice back. And then we can do the same thing to bring this last piece in. So we're going to take this empty spot, bring it over, and then edge flip this piece up into that spot and slice back. And now all of our edges are solved and we just have parity. And so this is just the regular parity algorithm. So we will just perform that. And there we go. All of our edges are solved, and we can move on to 3x3 state, which I'm not going to really go through in depth. So we'll just go ahead and get our cross. And doing that actually formed a pair, which we can put in. And then we've got, let's see, another pair here. And then another pair here. And our final pair here. And then anti-soon. And then a G-perm, which I'm not going to attempt, so I'm just going to do a J-perm that will lead to an A-perm. Not an A-perm, sorry, a U-perm. And there we go, the cube is solved. So that's how I solve 7x7. Let me know if this was helpful to you in the comments below. If you learned anything or if this was interesting to watch, also let me know in the comments. And let me know what cube I should do a walkthrough video of next. Anyway, that's about it for this video, guys. If you liked it, give it a like, and if you haven't already done so, like my Facebook page, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and of course subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.